Good evening, welcome to Manchester, where I'm en route up to Cumbria, but we're staying here the night, and I thought I'd nip out for the last half hour before sunset, and then early tomorrow morning, a little bit of street photography here at this famous northwestern city in the United Kingdom. So I hope you'll join me as I wander around, taking a few evening photographs and then a few morning photographs tomorrow. Quite a lot of newish looking skyscrapers here in Manchester as I kind of make my way towards the centre. I should get my Google Maps up, because I'm not sure which way that is. It says city centre that way. Old Trafford, the Quays, Altrincham. Don't know what's down this way. Let's have a look. Well, we've got the Museum of Science and Industry. I've been there a number of times. In my younger days, taking school groups there from Bradford. Very multicoloured train. Okay, so heading now this way, and the light's really catching that big skyscraper. I think it's a hotel, maybe the Hilton or something like that. I seem to remember. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, just catching the brick buildings quite nicely, and the skyscraper. Must be an opportunity for a shot in there somewhere. I've taken one along the street, and I think we're walking up towards the Museum of Science and Industry, which houses the world's first railway station. Absolutely brilliant museum. So the England flag flutters proudly in the breeze there. The nation celebrating the victory of the Lionesses over the Spanish in the football European tournament. As I stand outside the Castlefield Hotel here, looks like by a canal with all these long boats. The sun begins to set behind the 1830 station there, which I know it's got the world's oldest station. Is it Stockton to Manchester? Sun goes down a little after. Spin around past the White Lion and this digger here, which is resting up for the evening. by Castlefield House, and preserving, improving living in the heart of the city here. According to that notice, the White Lion are a little bit less busy than the one further down. Oh, we've got the Union Jack fluttering in the evening breeze here, along with the Hilton sign. It was the Hilton Hotel, as I suspected. There's some other construction going up there on the other side. It's Christmas every day at this part of Manchester, look. Well, how festive is that? No, that's a good shot of the, again, nice, soft evening light. Don't really want to get run over, so that would not be a good way to enjoy a bit of street photography. Impressive just how many bricks used in the construction of this one here. So it seems to go on forever. Impressive building, brick building, which is very traditional Manchester, the bricks. A lot of glass, more modern kind of architecture as well in the city. So it's a nice mixture of old and new. The sun really is fading now. Might have already set. I've lost track of time a little bit. Let's just check in a minute. There's a constant stream of trams. This part of the city just seems one to Altrincham, East Didsbury, saw one to the airport, big airport, Manchester Airport, 2 runways. So, right, I'm heading this way, and then I'm going to abandon it. I'm feeling a bit tired, over 6 hours of driving today to get here. A circular sort of shaped building here. I don't know what that is, but it's very nice. And then we've got, yes, that looks good. Harry Potter-like structure. Then we've got this interchange here with lots of trams stopping. And we've got this rather modernish building lot. Doesn't look the most modern, that would be my guess. And then we've got like the more glassy sort of area down there. Right, so I might take a few more shots on the way back, but I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. So early, whether it be bright or not remains to be seen. So I'm in St. Peter's Square. That seems to be the name of this part of Manchester here. Morning, 5:30 in the morning, so bright and early, and I'm heading back into the centre of Manchester. Let's see the city come alive. It's a grey, slightly, it says it's going to be misty. I don't think it is going to be misty, but it's quite low cloud. So, right, there's another canal look going into the city, so let's go and have a look around. So I'm heading towards the centre again. It's really quite an interesting mix of old and new. Like quite a lot of construction going on. Lots of old kind of railway bridges and brick buildings, mills, with a lot of like glassy newer buildings. So quite interesting. Don't know what this building is here with the tower, but quite an interesting one. Looks like it might be an old chapel or something like that. And you got the more modern buildings, but done in a sympathetic style with the brick, as opposed to the new sort of very glassy fronted skyscrapers. As I approach this old railway bridge, which is very nice. So 10 to 6 and I've reached St James's buildings. These look magnificent. Oh, and Kimpton there, another fine brick building. So let's get in position here, take a few shots. Seems to be some sort of theatre showing the Moulin Rouge. Look at that. Very impressive. So after 6 now, the city becoming a little bit more alive. Just making my way through what seems to be quite a transport hub here with trams and buses. A Burger King opposite. Some work going on this tram line. Not quite sure where I am. It's fairly close to the centre, I think. At least one of the centres. Let's have a look at this. There's some sort of arty tree sculpture, and there's McDonald's down there. All tram lines. MCR Live Hub here. This little kind of square. So yeah, I've just looked on the map. So this square that I've just been in is called Piccadilly Square. Oh no, Piccadilly Gardens, I think it is. Piccadilly Gardens. Right, I'm going to turn down this street. Now, from my recollection of being in Manchester a long time ago, there's an indoor centre called the Arndale Centre, and I think that probably the heart of the shopping district around there, so I think that might be down here, not 100% sure, but let's have a wander down here anyway. And then I might, just been thinking I might go to the Etihad Stadium where Manchester City play, and maybe go to Old Trafford where Manchester United play, and of course the Lancashire Cricket and England play at the cricket ground there. So maybe go and have a quick look at those before heading back to the hotel. So there you have it, the entrance, or one of the entrances to the Arndale Centre. Not sure what time it opens. Still early here, before 7 o'clock in Manchester, but this must be one of the main shopping streets I'm walking down. So I made it to the Royal Exchange Theatre. Another magnificent building. And of course we've got Marks and Spencer's. Let's wander down this way. That's an interesting, like a sort of bridge there between different sections of the Arndale Centre. Well, yeah, look at this. Another entrance to the Arndale Centre. Try not to get run over by this tram. It's heading towards me. But really are in the heart of the city now. I think that this is the Corn Exchange. Very, very nice building. And I'll take a picture of that from this tram station. We can go to Rochdale. Right, let's take a picture of the Corn Exchange. I don't know if that's the building, 1903. Okay, so this looks like, I don't know, the old centre of the city. I think that might be the cathedral. Let's go and have a quick look down that street before I try and find these football stadiums. So that must be the cathedral, because here, opposite it, is New Cathedral Street. Looks like, got some nice shops, Harvey Nichols, etc. And opposite this, we've got the, looks like Tudor. Let's go and see if there's a date on these old buildings that are pubs. Right, those are a bit more modern, maybe about 1900, a bit like the Corn Exchange. But these ones, the old Wellington and Sinclair's Oyster Bar. I don't know if there's any dates on them. It'd be interesting to see. Look at that. Yes, very traditional British pub. And here we have Manchester Cathedral. So Monday to Friday, there's morning prayer at 9 o'clock, Holy Eucharist at 1:10, and evening prayer at 4:30. Free admission. 600 years this has been around, or so the poster would indicate. Right, here we have it. Opposite here is the Mitre Hotel. So here we have Manchester Cathedral, the English flag fluttering in a very gentle breeze on this Wednesday morning, crossing the garden area. Yes, very pleasant. Or is that the museum? That might be the Museum of Football. Obviously it would have been far more appropriate to build it in Sunderland, but I guess you can't concentrate everything up north. Let Manchester have a little bit. And outside the cathedral here, very touching, there's the Glade of Light commemorating the victims of the Manchester Arena bombing on the 22nd of May 2017. So okay, so making my way towards Victoria Station. There's going to be 50 minutes walk, or over half an hour on the on public transport to get to the Etihad. So instead I'm going for the 20-minute option, so it tells me to get to Old Trafford. So I'm heading towards Victoria Station, and then I'll see what Google Maps tells me to do from there. This is all very pleasant. I think this is called Cathedral Gardens. Here we are. Chetham's School of Music. Founded in 1653. Some of the destinations you can get to here from Manchester, Victoria: Scotland, Ireland, Fleetwood, Blackpool, Bury, Liverpool, Belgium, Newcastle, Bradford, Harrogate, Leeds, York. Right, let's head in. To find out how to get the tickets. I think with the tram it said you could tap on and tap off with a, using your phone, which would be quite good. Well, this is quite modern inside. There's an old tiled Yorkshire Railway map. Alright, so apparently it's the Altrincham tram I want. And I'm going to get a ticket to Old Trafford. I don't know if East Didsbury says this way: platform A trains to Altrincham via Market Street, East Didsbury. Oh god, that looks a pretty full one, and that's going now, so I missed that one. Maybe I can work out what to do. It said I could tap on and tap off. Oh yeah, tap in and tap out. Maybe that's the way to do it. I think it is. Or I can buy a ticket. Let's see how much the ticket is. So, on the tram. There goes my tram. You come out opposite Old Trafford, the cricket ground here, famous cricket ground. And now I'm going to make my way, he says hopefully, to the football stadium, which is across the tram lines. Have a quick look around there. Maybe get myself another cup of coffee if there's one available. Oh yes, I can see there's the tram lines. Look, I don't want to get knocked over. It's actually a little bit of sunshine coming out. So, Emirates, don't know if they sponsor this stadium, obviously the Dubai based company or sponsors, and the Etihad of course is Abu Dhabi, so both in the UAE. Right. So walking past the cricket ground and now making my way towards the famous football stadium, home of Manchester United. Okay, so made it to the famous Old Trafford football ground. Yeah, there's the Bobby Charlton stand, so the Sir Bobby Charlton stand. This is the famous front entrance that you see crowds milling around before the start of important games. like when they play Sunderland. And very, very deserted this morning. A couple of security guards making sure nothing untoward happens. Here, I'm making my way to this statue over here. It says the United Trinity, Best, Law and Charlton. I wonder if I could get a picture with the sun sort of glowing behind. Matt Busby there in front at the top of the mega store, and here at the main stand. Right, okay, so I've seen Old Trafford. This will count to me being here, I think, and I don't know, maybe I'll make a game here sometime. Right, let's press onward. So I'm walking back now from Old Trafford back down to the Travelodge by the riverside, just past the Ordsall Museum, which is free. That looks very pleasant in there. All right, so I think I'll leave it there as a bit more blue sky, a little bit of sunshine. So thank you for joining me last night and this morning as I've wandered around Manchester. And I will see you on the next one.